Ask an AI a question and it answers instantly, fluently, with total confidence. There is just one problem. Sometimes none of it is true. It invents a fact, a citation, a court case that never existed, and it says it with the exact same certainty as the truth. Here's how strange it gets. Researchers ask a leading model for one scientist's birthday. It answered March 7th. They ask again, June 15th. A third time, January 1st. 3 confident answers, all 3 wrong. This is what engineers call a hallucination. And the first thing a researcher will tell you is this: it is not a glitch, and it is not a bug someone forgot to fix. It falls out of the very way these models are built, and it is not harmless. An airline was held liable when its chatbot invented a refund policy. A consulting giant refunded a government nearly $300,000 for a report full of fabricated citations. Lawyers have been sanctioned for citing cases the AI simply made up. Even tools built specifically for the law get it wrong. A Stanford study found purpose-built legal AI was wrong between 17 and 34% of the time. General chatbots, wrong on the majority of legal questions they were asked. So why does it happen? OpenAI's researchers gave a sharp answer in 2025. Think about how we test these models. It is one giant exam, and on an exam, a blank answer scores 0, but a confident guess might just be right. We train them to guess. The numbers are stark. One older model abstained on just 1% of hard questions and was wrong 75% of the time. A newer one was taught to say, "I don't know." It abstained on half of them and its error rate collapsed. The same knowledge, far fewer lies. And here's the twist nobody expected. Smarter, reasoning models can hallucinate more, not less. OpenAI's own O3 made things up on 33% of a people fact test, roughly double the model before it. More reasoning means more claims and more chances to be wrong. So the question that drives this entire field is simple. If hallucination is baked in, how do engineers actually fight it? The answer is not one magic fix. It is a toolkit, a stack of techniques layered one on top of another. And it starts with a rule every researcher lives by. You cannot reduce what you cannot measure. Before you fix a hallucination, you first have to detect it. So they built scoreboards. Vectara's leaderboard measures how often a model invents facts while summarizing a document it was handed. The best score around 0.7%. But push them onto harder, real-world text, and even frontier models leap past 10%. Then there is a clever trick from Oxford, published in Nature. Ask the model the same question 5 times. If the answers all mean the same thing, it probably knows. If they scatter into different meanings, it is confabulating. They call it semantic entropy, measuring uncertainty in meaning, not just in words. The same idea powers a method called SelfCheckGPT. No database, no extra knowledge. Just sample several answers and check whether the model contradicts itself. Divergence is the tell. On its own, it flags around 80% of hallucinations, and the researchers behind that exam analogy push one more fix that needs no new model at all. Change the test. Stop rewarding confident guesses. Give partial credit for honest uncertainty, and the incentive to bluff quietly disappears. But detection only tells you something is wrong. To make answers right, engineers reach for the single most important technique in the field: retrieval. Do not trust the model's memory. Go fetch the real document first and force it to answer from that. This is RAG, Retrieval-Augmented Generation, and it is everywhere. But honesty matters here too. Retrieval cuts hallucination. It does not erase it. In production, grounded systems still slip past 10%, and in law and medicine, higher still. So the technique keeps evolving. Microsoft's GraphRAG does not just grab loose paragraphs. It builds a knowledge graph over your data, so the model can see how the facts connect. On messy enterprise documents that cut contradiction-style hallucinations by more than 60%. Then you force the model to show its work. Anthropic shipped a citations feature that ties every claim back to the exact source sentence it came from. One customer watched their source hallucination rate fall from 10% all the way down to 0. Google does the same by wiring Gemini directly into search, grounding answers in live results with inline links you can click. Their own benchmarks put the drop in hallucination at around 40%. The pattern is clear. An answer you can trace is an answer you can trust. And for the highest stakes fields, engineers go further still. answering over a curated knowledge graph instead of free text. In medicine, pairing a model with a structured graph pushed accuracy past 90%, with a checker that caught and repaired bad queries before they ever ran. The next layer, make the model check itself. Meta's chain of verification has it draft an answer, then write its own fact-checking questions, answer each of those independently and revise. In their tests, the number of hallucinated facts dropped more than fourfold. A simpler cousin is self-consistency. Do not take the first chain of reasoning, sample several, and keep only the answer they agree on. When the paths converge, confidence is earned. When they scatter, that is your warning light. Then you bring in a second model as a judge. One AI answers, another fact-checks it against the source, line by line. Tuned well, these judges agree with human reviewers around 80% of the time, fast enough to check every single response. But researchers stay skeptical of their own tools. Judges can be fooled. One paper showed that a single stray token could trick a verifier into passing a wrong answer. So the judge gets tested too. In this field, nothing is trusted blindly. Around all of this, engineers wrap guardrails. Programmatic checks from NVIDIA's NeMo guardrails, from Guardrails AI, that sit between the model and the user, validate every output against a set of rules, and block a failed claim before anyone ever sees it. All of that happens after the model is trained. But you can also attack the problem at the source, during training itself. Newer methods reward a model for being factual and penalize confident, unsupported claims, baking a little honesty straight into the weights. Except here lies a trap researchers had to learn the hard way. Fine-tune a model on shiny new facts it was never actually taught, and you can make hallucination worse. You are quietly teaching it that confidently stating things it does not know is the expected behavior, which loops right back to the core insight. The most powerful fix is also the simplest. Teach the model that "I don't know" is an acceptable answer. A well-calibrated model knows the edge of its own knowledge, and it stops there. Step back, and a picture emerges. There is no silver bullet. What actually works is defense in depth, retrieval to ground it, structure to constrain it, verification to check it, guardrails to catch it, and abstention to stop it from guessing, layer upon layer upon layer. And every layer is a trade-off. Push abstention too far, and your helpful assistant turns into a coward that will not answer anything at all. The real engineering is not eliminating hallucination. It is tuning the dial between useful and safe. So let us be honest about where we stand. This is not solved. On the hardest real-world tests, the best models on Earth still invent facts more than 10% of the time. Anyone selling you a hallucination-free model is selling you a hallucination, which is why where you deploy it matters just as much as how. For casual brainstorming, a stray error is fine. For medicine, for law, for finance, every claim has to be grounded, cited, and verified. No exceptions, and that is the researcher's real approach, not the hope that one day the model just stops lying, but a discipline. Measure it, ground it, verify it, and always leave the model room to say, "I am not sure," because a hallucination is not the machine breaking, it is the machine doing exactly what it was built to do, predict a plausible next word. The job of engineering is to wrap that raw prediction in enough truth that finally you can rely on it. So remember 4 things. It is built in, not a bug. Measure before you fix. Ground every answer in a real source, and let the model say, "I don't know." If this made the inside of AI a little clearer, subscribe. We go this deep every single week. This is Aura Labs. I will see you in the next one.